3, 4, 5. Is this video? Is this audio? Well, I'm Chickering, the third Kenton Chickering. Our great-grandfather, Kenton Chickering, kind of created this as a result of his job with Onaway Supply Company. The family bought this place in about 1920, and they added on a little bit to it, but it's essentially like it was back in 1920. Let's go inside.
All right.
Now, this is the dining porch, which has been here since probably 1920 or so. It's seats. We had 10 last night, and this table can be added, and I think we can get as many as 14 or 15. We'll go into the kitchen. The kitchen has a new stove. We used to have a stove that was here for a number of years. The main thing that's original is a sink. That's we had it replated or fixed up, but we've added a dishwasher, and initially they took ice out of the river in the wintertime. They had 2 ice boxes in here, and so let's go into the what was it?
Used to have lots of Gibson girl plates
Yeah.
up top.
Right. And this is the, what was originally a combination dining room as well as main room. This is before the other end of the cottage was added. This fireplace has probably been modified a little bit, but this artwork back here of the Dutch boys, the bugs have slowly gotten in. Here's a picture here of great-grandfather Chickering, the vice president of Onaway, and a nice deal from some of his employees saying what a good supervisor he was. That's my father, Kenton Chickering, and I'm the third. So let's go take a step out front and look at the view from the porch. This porch was the original length. I'm sure the furniture has changed. There used to be a, over by the bell, some steps down on the right side there. That's an old locomotive bell that's been there a long time.
And who's this?
And this is Winfield Scott Chickering, known as Scotty. There you go. There's back then. And there's my dad always had the Texas flag flying, and the swing has been here a long time. I'm not sure.
It sure has.
Long.
I spent many hours on that string too.
Yeah. So
All right.
these rhododendrons are were in full bloom about 3 weeks ago, but
There's a dock out there.
there's a dock in the Allegheny River. The one thing that's interesting about this house, the bathroom downstairs is outdoors. You have to go out and in,
Uh-huh.
but it's
Convenient.
convenient for the people working outside as well as inside. the original cottage stopped right here, and our family, around 1925 or so, added this part on. You may want to take a picture of the stone steps.
I will.
The stone steps were original, and the stones have shifted quite a bit, and they're not really safe to use anymore.
I remember going down this way a lot.
Oh yeah. Had a rack that's been here for years. I think it was
Yeah, it has.
the and this is the big living room, combination room. On the far side, upriver side, you can see where they had to chip away a lot of rocks to be able to put this room in. That's where they chipped away the rocks to put this room in. The fireplace hasn't been used recently, but it really works. It helps keep it handy. The old musket camp rifle up top is one of my grandfather Chickering brought back from Cape Cod back in the probably 1910 to 15 vintage. The fireplace hasn't changed. There's some of this furniture is pretty old. Hasn't been changed in my lifetime. I'm not sure how old it was.
Mine neither.
This room here is the, I call it the 57 room because there's a little bit of everything. When the wash machine and dryer were added, we had to change and add a big septic system. The back, at one time there were 2 or 3 houses. There's one left where the summer help stayed. And you can see the next door neighbor is not too close. So up above there's what used to be the stables is now a boat barn. These leaves need to be kept up. Okay. Okay, this part of the cottage was added around 1925. And there's a bedroom in here with good windows that open up. And there's a toilet and a sink between the 2 bedrooms. And this is the master bedroom, which originally had a fireplace there, but it's been done away with a number of years ago. There's a closet over there. This used to have 2 tubs in, a tub, another tub down the way. We took those out and put in walk-in showers. And so a little handier than climbing in and out of a tub.
Oh, yeah.
And initially, there was no toilet in this bedroom. My dad had one put in, and the toilet was out in the hallway. Part of the house before it was added on to. And So there's 4 bedrooms down here. We've added a shower in this bedroom also. We call this bedroom the honeymoon suite. Yeah. So I can turn the lights on if you want to.
Well, that's all right. This is all original furniture too.
Yeah.
It was in here.
There's a picture of Annie my grandfather's sister who never married. There's a half bath down this way.
Leave right down here.
And this is the room we call Uncle Jimmy's room, because he stayed a number of times.
Yes, it was. That was my dad.
Yeah, and here's his picture right here. The younger man. So, but he liked this room.
They took every bit of space and made it into something.
Well, there's a closet there. We're sitting on the porch on a beautiful day at Rockmere with the nice Allegheny River, which has behaved better in the way of depth and current, and it's been a good river year so far. Hopefully we'll get the boat fixed in time to really enjoy it. So the porch is about the same. We had 2 big trees right in front that blew down over the winter. What's different from probably 30, 40 years ago, 30, 40, we had 2 big trees down on what we call the island, and I planted in about 2000 or around there, those 2 trees. So, used to be 2 train tracks across the river and a small station by the boat club where our grandfather used to go into Fall City to work. The tracks were probably taken out in 1950, sometime 60, and during the war, Second World War, they were very busy taking iron ore from the Great Lakes down to Pittsburgh and then empty cars back up. So the river used to be shallower than it is now. They built a big dam up the river a ways to help control the water height or level down in the Allegheny and Pittsburgh, where it joins Monongahela to form the Ohio River. Sometimes the river was too low in the industrial area and the barges ran aground. So
I remember y'all's dad used to love the trains when they'd come across
oh yeah,
the river.
yeah.
He was a big train person.
Yeah, the big steam engine, they made a lot of noise.
They did.
This porch really hadn't changed at all. And a man named Henry Perry took care of this cottage part-time basis for over 50 years. We have a plaque on the side of the cottage that's like that. And his son Dennis is now the part-time caretaker. And
Who was it before him?
Al Perry was, but he didn't do much maintenance. He was strictly a driver for my grandmother, but and I'm not sure who they got to do with some of the repairs.
I remember Al.
The cottage is in, I say, pretty good shape. It, like my brother Scott said when I bought it from him. It's kind of a money pit. It gets pretty hungry sometimes.
Yeah, it does. A lot of these places up here cost a lot to keep up.
But my family really enjoys it. Scott's family was up here earlier this month, and it's worked out well. My family normally is here part of July and the month of August, so my daughter, Scott leaves next Saturday, the same day my daughter arrives, so Scott has been working on the clock, ordering the proper parts, and the river freezes over sometimes in the winter. You can't get on ice skate on it. It's pretty chunky rocks, ice, pieces of ice. But and sometimes when the ice gets bad, it causes some damage alongside the river. That's the advantage we have to this big stone wall down here. It pretty well protects the bank.
Has the river ever filled up and come over the wall?
Not over the wall. It's come over the road down a ways a little bit, but it's never been. It's been up high on the wall, but there've been a few times about 200 yards south or down the river. It's come over the road for a short time.
Huh.
Up above where we are in the cottage now, there was originally a clay tennis court that was probably active from about 1895 until probably 1915 or 20. After the Chickering family bought the cottage, they converted that into a picnic ground with a barbecue pit, and as was a custom in the summers, on quite a few lunches and evening meals were held up there, and there were a lot of chairs and there were games up there. It's really an interesting, fun place, and a lot of food had to be hauled up and down the steps
Yeah.
from the kitchen.
Yeah, a lot of trucking food up there.
Yeah, so but my grandfather Chickering really enjoyed eating up there, so we did quite often. So that's kind of a good ending. We haven't used the tennis court in years. The grass doesn't grow very high due to the clay, but the stone steps going up and down are not in very good shape. It needs some major work to be safe to use. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you.